AgostinhoZinga on the random show Theory Time. Are you guys ready? Yeah? LA comedy scene Theory Time. I have a theory and I want to float it to you guys and see what you think, because I saw the title of a new Two Ladies to Try video about Bert Kreischer's laugh, if it's real or not, and I have an alternative theory out there that I want to put out, right, to you guys, and hope you kind of follow me here. So, on the screen, as you can see, there's a recent episode of Something's Burning. Bert Kreischer's cooking show that he does. That's, that can make you maybe vomit in your own mouth, because, he doesn't wash his hands. He's very chaotic and frantic and anxious, and just, looks like he smells like a, he smells like a bar probably. He probably is the kind of guy that, picks the lint out from between his flipping butt crack and whatnot. Not the cleanest guy in the world. And not somebody that you want to maybe share it. Some people you don't mind giving a bite of your burger. You wouldn't want to give him a bite of your burger. You'd cut a bit off and give it to him, but you wouldn't let him bite your burger, if you get what I mean. He's not that kind of guy. Anyway, he does this show called Something's Burning, which is decent enough to watch as a comedy thing. But if you like eating food, probably shouldn't watch it. But this episode is really good, where he sits down with Big Cat from flipping what's it called, from Barstool Sports and PFT, whatever it may be. And they speak about Bert Kreischer's laugh. And Bert Kreischer basically tells them about his laugh, right? And gives a little bit of background information behind it. And I think his answer is very telling. And then on the other side, I'm going to tell you my theory as to why I don't think Bert Kreischer's laugh is fake. And I'm also going to tell you my theory as to why I think Bert Kreischer doesn't mind being this adult frat boy thing. This adult frat boy persona he has. I'm going to tell you my theory why he does that. And at the moment, it's not even adult frat boy, because we found out via the last stream that Bert Kreischer is actually 50 years old. So he's more like a granddad frat boy persona. But I'm going to tell you my theory as to why those two things after I play this clip.
I was actually saying that you have like the best laugh in the industry. Did you practice your laugh?
No, I actually was embarrassed with my laugh my entire life.
No way.
Yeah, because I grew up around men. So I play sports.
Guys don't laugh?
No.
Guys should laugh.
Guys laugh, but in fraternity houses, my laugh was like goofy, and so I was always making people laugh. And then when I got into comedy, the first night, laughter is amazing. How if you're not in the business of laughter, you don't laugh a whole lot. If you're not going to comedy, being around funny people, you really don't laugh. And one day I watched stand up, and Jim Norton was the first person. He was talking about a sniper that shot someone at a marathon. And he goes, I try to find the upside. Maybe his mom's like, oh, he's been a bad shot his whole life. And I started laughing, and I laughed, and Jim Norton goes, who the fuck is that? And I went, whoa. And then everyone laughed even more, and I was like, oh, my laugh's normal.
Yeah.
And then I got put on a sitcom, and I laughed in the sitcom at whatever was said, and the director, Pam Fry, said, I'll give you $1,000 extra every time you fucking laugh in this show.
So, listen to me, right? This is my theory. Bert Kreischer here admitted when he was growing up, he got bullied for his laugh, essentially. He got teased, he got mocked for his that fucking laugh that he does, right? He starts speaking through his screams. He got bullied and mocked for it, which is pretty good. I think it's makes a lot of sense. I think the bullies probably did a bad job. They should have bullied him harder, but it is what it is. We are where we are. He got bullied hard for that in high school. If you listen to his story, you would know that Bert Kreischer spent 6 years, more in the high school or college than he probably should have. He was in there until he's maybe in his mid-20s or something, right? Something quite wild like that. So he was suffering a lot, being mocked and teased, right? About flipping all this stuff that he was getting abused about. My theory is that Bert Kreischer's laugh is real. And the reason why he turns it up so much is because now in his adult life, and he's been able to be lucky enough to kind of follow his dreams. He's achieved his dreams. He's become widely successful. Loads of fans all over the place who like him just the way he is. It's the one time in his life where he hasn't had to compromise. He hasn't had to adjust. He hasn't had to quote unquote grow up. He's allowed to be his silly, goofy self that he's always wanted to be. So it's similar to Arrested Development, but it's sort of like he got hindered from being himself for so long that now he's an adult, he kind of is doing it overboard because he wants to make up for lost time. So my theory is that Bert Kreischer's laugh isn't fake. He's making up from lost time because when he was a kid, everyone used to bully him for his laugh. But now when he's older, he gets basically paid a fortune to laugh the way that he does. And then at the end of it, he mentioned here he was on a show, and the director heard his laugh for the first time and said, "Hey, you need to keep laughing like that because this is good for TV," and you got offered money to keep laughing like that. That early sort of flipping association with his laugh when he was first coming up in comedy, A, people liked it more, and B, when he started getting into the kind of entertainment industry, he started to get more money. So that also explains his pursuit to always find a viral moment with his laugh, because early on he got rewarded for his laugh with money. And now the new money, the new currency is virality, because that can get you views, which equals money. That can also get you sponsorships and ads and stuff that equals money. So all of that kind of, is all encompassing in that whole shebang. So that's my theory. The laugh isn't fake. The laugh is real. It's always him. He couldn't be himself. He couldn't express himself. And now that he's made it a stand-up comedian, he's doing it and it's going crazy. He's doing it overboard. He's exaggerating. He's really performing. He's leaning into it and all this malarkey. He's turning himself red on purpose. Like, he's noticing the triggers that make him do whatever he does, and he's leaning into it. That's what I think is going on there with Bert Kreischer. And especially when you think about the adult frat boy mentality that he's got, persona, that also makes a lot of sense, because he couldn't really be a frat boy back then because he really wasn't one, right? People kind of looked at him like a dorky kid, probably didn't feel comfortable. And now that he's grown up, he can kind of lean into a bit more. And also, he doesn't work a regular job, so he can kind of do what he wants. That's my theory. What do you guys think in the stream chat? What do you think of that really long, convoluted flipping theory? Does that make sense? Because I don't know. I'm not buying into this thing everyone's doing now. Oh, Bert Kreischer's laugh is fake. It's not fake. It's fake. It's like, look, you can find Bert Kreischer annoying, but let's not lie about the laugh. Let's not lie that his laugh is fake. And let's not also lie that he doesn't have any fans, because that's also the other things I'm seeing. He doesn't have any fans. He's laughing. No. Bert Kreischer is one of the most successful and popular stand-ups in that little scene. He's smashing it. Like, he's killing the game. People love this guy, like legitimately love him. The cues he has for his fucking meet and greets are legitimately insane. Like, this guy's popular. You may not like that he's popular, but he really is. But he's also somebody that's clearly fame. He's clearly a fame whore, in my opinion. He really is a fame, but I also think he's not unaware of it. He's very open to the idea that he is a fame whore, and he leans into it. And obviously with the marketing and the social media and all that malarkey, he kind of does that also and goes overboard. And the need to be in Hollywood and act and blah, 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 blah. You know the deal. But I don't like this narrative people are throwing out there that he's, that his whole life is a lie. I don't think so. Elements of his life are, but not the whole thing. What people saying in the chat? I agree. People are saying, yeah, me and the director have beef. Lols. Teju says, I think he's faking it. Okay, cool. And he just says, really? Charles Lucas says, I don't get it. So, dude, lacking ding. AZ90, you still haven't forgotten the blackface. Fair enough. Comedy is so sad now, the bar's low. Yeah, of course. Look, Kai R80. I'm not trying to justify or or try and say his stuff is high art in any way, shape, or form. It isn't. It just is what it is. But, for some people, they find it enjoyable. I personally don't, but some people clearly do. But yeah, that's my theory as to why I think Bert Kreischer's laugh is not fake, and why he possibly does go overboard and lean into it, because he's making up for lost time.